Morning news for this Monday. Thanks for watching. I'm Anne Marie Green. Have a great day.
Survivor, new Wednesday on CBS.
This week, actor and pop sensation Troye Sivan, country music's Jason Aldean, podcasters Taylor and Taylor Lautner, and The Amazing Race's Bill Kogan. CBS Mornings this week.
Your morning routine just got better.
I wake up every morning asking what's happening in the world, why is this happening, and how do we answer that question?
Bowling Green, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Everything about a big truck crash is serious. At Hughes & Coleman, we give these cases the urgent attention they demand. As soon as you call us, our truck response team can jump into action, gathering evidence, talking to witnesses, getting police reports, and reconstructing the accident in order to build a powerful legal case for you. We're your on-the-scene big truck team. So if you've been injured, call the real truck lawyers at Hughes & Coleman. Truck wreck? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
Good Monday morning. Welcome to the brand new work week. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack, tracking chilly rains across the area, but also a real deal chill that drops in and a widespread freeze threat. I'll tell you more about that in my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise starts right now.
Today on News 40 Sunrise. Saturday was National Drug Take-Back Day, a day where someone can get rid of any drugs they might possess without any questions asked. We'll see how vital this day is to the country. Plus, as the tragedy in Lewiston, Maine comes to a close, residents gather to support one another through the town's most difficult moments. We'll find out how some are trying to heal. Then, Halloween is tomorrow, and some of you may still need to buy that Halloween candy. We'll take a look at Halloween's impact on the economy and what are the hot items this year. News 40 Sunrise starts right now. Good morning, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's start off with our top stories. The largest fundraising campaign in the history of the Commonwealth reached their $2 billion goal Friday. The University of Kentucky launched the Kentucky Can campaign. It creates thousands of scholarships to make further education more accessible to students across the Commonwealth. Supporters from all Kentucky counties contributed to this campaign.
We recognize that we have to have more Kentuckians, well-skilled, ready to lead lives of meaning and purpose to advance Kentucky, that are not just here in Lexington, but you can find across the state.
The campaign was launched back in 2018. A portion of the funding will also go towards developing new programs at the University of Kentucky. And a new way for owners to get outside with their pets hit the ground running this weekend. The first annual Pumpkin Walk and 5K was hosted by the Warren County Public Library and Warren County Parks and Rec. Pet owners took to Michael Buchanan Park dressed up in costumes, including some for their furry friends. Even Scooby-Doo and Bluey decided to make appearances to meet with the kids. Library staff mentioned they've done plenty of events with humans in mind, but love trying out a new concept for the animals in our community.
We do a lot of events for families, but this is the first event that the library has done with pets in mind. And so we're just really excited to see people out here having fun with their dogs, getting to meet other pet owners.
They also took donations for the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society, and staff hope this event can return next year. And a knife showcase turns out to be a unique way for people to meet a Medal of Honor recipient. Sammy Lee Davis was a key soldier in helping the United States during the Vietnam War. Davis received the Medal of Honor from President Lyndon Johnson in 1968. This weekend, he dropped into the Northgate Shopping Center to promote 2 of his books. Davis told News 40 how honored he was to meet people that respect his service while also giving a message to the community.
It's been such an honor to be here and meet all the folks that are coming in, just good hometown people, and I love it. What I want to do is encourage you to stand up firmly for what you believe is right in your heart. That's what's important. That's what freedom is all about. Stand up for what you believe is right in your heart.
The knife showcase was put on by Case and the Northgate Ace Hardware. A local favorite Halloween tradition returns to Fountain Square Park. Scare on the Square allowed families to dress up and get candy from local businesses on the square. Food trucks, inflatables, and even character appearances from local favorites like Cheetah King to iconic video game characters like Sonic the Hedgehog. The man behind the hedgehog told us what it means to meet kids in this unique setting.
It's great seeing the kids on their smiles, and it's just so, it brings joy, and it's really neat to see them so happy, and parents are happy, and everybody's having a nice time, and it's cool to be a part of downtown and the downtown community. We do this every year, a lot of other events happening, but this is one of my favorites, and I really enjoy it.
The evening concluded with a thriller flash mob that featured plenty of spooky creatures of the night. Now let's check in with meteorologist Darius Mack for a look at what's happening outside our front door. Darius, it is chilly this morning.
Yeah, it is chilly, and the real deal chill has certainly dropped in to kick off the brand new work week. Temperatures right now into the 40s, 49, Gurley and Bowling Green 49 there into Scottsville. Russellville at 46 degrees, and generally where you see those numbers at right now is typically where those, or not typically, but generally where those numbers will be as we go later throughout the day today. Typically, we should actually be into the middle and upper 60s for daytime highs. Let's check out those winds. They are flowing in from the north and west, dropping in that cooler feel for us, and also with those chilling showers that still continue to move across the area. It's moving in from southwest to northeast behind the frontal boundary. As you are traveling out and about this morning, say towards the Cumberland Parkway and just through Barron County, Metcalfe County, just be sure to take it easy on the roadways. Don't want you to hydroplane out there. Again, there's that frontal boundary and a wave of low pressure. Going to be tracking a real deal chill. That all just ahead in my full forecast. News 40 Sunrise continues, and Weather on the Force is brought to you by Deborah Rose, attorneys at law.
WNKY News 40, broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green. Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher. Glory Baby Ministry presents Celebrate Anyways, a Heavenly Birthday Bash. Saturday, November 11th at Buchanan Park Gymnasium. The event is free, includes hot air balloon rides, face painting, games, inflatables, and much more. Find out more at glorybabyministry.org.
I'm Simon Modesto. Join me for Emerging Leaders on News 40 at noon. Every Monday, we'll feature up-and-coming community leaders that are making a big impact on the future of South Central Kentucky.
Emerging Leaders, brought to you by Elpo Law.
Oh my God, it's a boat! Woo!
This is exciting.
Drop your bumps, your fellow castaways will be joining you soon.
We finally get to be at the beach with everyone left in the game for the first time.
We've entered a new stage of the game.
I might look like the golden retriever on the outside, but they should never let me in their home.
This is psychological warfare.
The Emmy-nominated series Survivor, new Wednesday on CBS and streaming on Paramount+.
Are your basement walls bowing or cracked? USS is here to help. Cracks along your basement wall are telltale signs moisture is collecting in the soil against your foundation, causing the weakest point of your wall to bow. USS has the support you need with our innovative Invisibeam. It's the strongest carbon fiber strap on the market and the only one ICC certified with a lifetime warranty. Visit USS-KY.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS. When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gailey has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
CBS Mornings, weekdays at 7.
Welcome back to News 40 Sunrise. It's 8 minutes past the hour, and now time for Living Well, brought to you by Spring Hill Pharmacy. Saturday was National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. It's a time when anyone can anonymously drop off unused or expired medications at specified collection sites. In today's Health Minute, News 40's Morgan Hoover has more on why it's so important to properly dispose of medicine you don't need and how you can find a pill drop-off location near you.
It's a public health crisis. The drug overdose epidemic in the U.S. led to more than 112,000 deaths being reported in a 12-month period ending in May, according to the latest estimates from the CDC. And the numbers keep rising.
Narcotics, opiates obviously are an obvious problem for people.
And unused prescription drugs that are thrown in the trash can be retrieved, abused, or illegally sold. One reason it's critical to properly dispose of them. And that's not all.
If there's stuff in your medicine cabinet, your teenage kids or other people can get into it, or other people that are having, maybe a mental health emergency and they decide to take everything in the cabinet, which I've seen a lot of as an emergency physician.
Dr. Stephen Mayer with Mayo Clinic says flushing pills is also common, but it can have devastating environmental effects.
That can actually cause problems going through the, sewage treatment plant and can actually get into the groundwater, into the soil.
On Saturday, the Drug Enforcement Administration is hosting National Prescription Drug Take-Back Day. People can drop off unused or expired medications with no questions asked for free and safe disposal. That includes prescription drugs, over-the-counter medications, ointments, patches, creams, inhalers, and vials, pet medications, and non-aerosol medicine.
Type in your zip code and address, and you can find several locations where they're willing to take it back, usually at like police departments or pharmacies.
For WNKY News 40, I'm Morgan Hoover.
More Americans have rolled up their sleeves to get the updated COVID-19 vaccines. However, the overall figure is still quite low. According to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, nearly 15 million Americans have received a dose of the updated vaccines. That's a slight increase from last week, which showed roughly 10 million Americans received the updated shot. But that figure represents only about 3% of the U.S. population. Last month, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommended those aged 6 months and older get one of the updated COVID vaccines ahead of the winter months. Those covered by private health insurance, Medicaid, or Medicare typically qualify for free COVID shots as well as flu shots. Coming up next on News 40 Sunrise, the tragedy in Maine has now come to a close as many residents come together to support one another. We'll see how moving on might take some time.
Plus, I'm tracking chilly rains and a widespread freeze threat that's just ahead of your News 40 Weather Authority full forecast.
I'm Tony DeCopel. Coming up on CBS Mornings, actor and singer Josh Groban joins us to talk about starring in the musical revival of Sweeney Todd. Plus, Steve Hartman and his kids are back with another Kindness 101 lesson. This one about vision. I don't think he only means seeing. That's coming up on CBS Mornings.
On our places, bright, shiny faces.
When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gailey has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my two good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings.
No one wins alone.
NASCAR is really a team sport.
The team around you is ultimately what builds your success.
You got to have a coach. You got to have people working with you. No different at Morgan & Morgan. That attorney has a great team behind him that makes them the winning team.
You need your mechanics, your pit crew to make everything be a cohesive group and all come together.
Every team member that we have at RCR is key to our success. Without a team, you can't get to the finish line.
Sign up today for the Jingle Bell 5K Run Walk benefiting the Arthritis Foundation. Saturday, November 18th at 9 a.m. at South Warren High School. Costumes and teams are encouraged. Register now at events.arthritis.org.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Former President Donald Trump is endorsing Attorney General Daniel Cameron in his run for governor of Kentucky.
Mr. President, I hope you can tell that Kentucky is Trump country.
I'm the only candidate endorsed by President Trump and the only candidate who stood up to Joe Biden. I fought the Biden agenda in court to defend Kentucky. Andy Beshear, he never will. As governor, I'll put Kentucky first, even when it's hard.
In much of Maine today, people will return to work and school for the first time since the shooting rampage in Lewiston that left 18 people dead last week. It's a small sign of normality in a place where things are anything but normal. This morning, 3 shooting victims remain hospitalized in critical condition after that attack, and 1 is stable. NBC's Chris Pallone is live in Lewiston this morning with the latest on how the community is coping after this massive tragedy.
In Lewiston, Maine, a massive outpouring of support for the victims of Wednesday's massacre, their loved ones, neighbors, and friends.
It's my hometown. I've lived here forever. So I just needed to be here.
So many people felt the same need that the crowd spilled out of the city's Catholic Basilica and into downtown Lewiston. Now that the search for the gunman is over and shelter-in-place orders are lifted, people in this small, close-knit community are doing everything they can to show resilience in the face of tremendous loss.
I don't even have words. I think we're all in shock. And the worst part is, I can't do anything but be here.
The service at the Basilica, just one of several similar gatherings at churches throughout the region Sunday, as grief-stricken and shaken people turn to their faith for comfort and guidance. At the 2 sites where the gunman opened fire, people have been leaving flowers, balloons, signs, and notes. Just a few feet away from one of these memorials at Shemengi's Bar, police continue working diligently to process the crime scene. Joan Barker drove 40 minutes from Portland to lay some flowers and offer her condolences.
I just wanted to show some support for the community up here. I just felt really helpless the past 4 days, just having to watch everything on TV and not feel like you can help out in any ways.
In the coming days, there will be more vigils, memorials, and funerals in Lewiston. Constant reminders of how much has been lost yet again because of one man's rage.
Tracking showers across the area, bringing quite a deal of rain across the region, especially for places further west where you're seeing more than an inch of rain in most of those locations, especially west of the Kentucky Parkway towards Madisonville, 2 1/5 of an inch of rain there. And then also we got a little over an inch of rainfall here in Bowling Green. We're still adding to that right now as we're still seeing those showers across the area. So we're tracking those showers. A lot of this just generally some light rain, but it is a chilling rain as well, so it's just kind of an ugly start to the day. We take a closer view towards home there, towards Butler County, Logan County, Muhlenberg County, seeing those showers just up the Natchez Parkway there. Be sure to take it easy on the roadways this morning as those roads are slick, and also watch out for any of those leaves as well. You got slick roads and those leaves. It kind of makes it just as slick as if you can make a comparison to snow actually in the wintertime, so just be sure to keep in mind of that. Clouds and radar, we're still seeing those showers. Here is the frontal boundary. We are on the backside of this frontal boundary, and that is ushering in, of course, the chilling rains that still continues to drop in. We're going to deal with this rain mostly during the morning time frame, and then as we go throughout the day, we are still expecting cooler weather, and this is all associated with this upper air pattern. Notice this dip in the jet stream. That is just really going to pull in that very cold air, and we are talking about the coldest numbers of the season so far. Lows dipping down into the 20s, and we can see that tonight, actually, with lows dipping down into the 20s, which is why we do have that freeze warning that is out for the entire News 40 viewing area, and this will likely end the growing season with how low these temperatures will drop. So for tonight, we're talking about the risk for those freezing conditions. And then also, as we even go for the next few nights, we're still going to be in that category for even a hard freeze as well as we go for the next few nights this week. Just check out those temperatures right now. You can see where that cooler air is starting to fill in from west to east. Temperatures into the lower 40s towards the west, upper 40s, low 50s further east. And that is pretty much the case right now. And we got those winds that are flowing in from the north and west, right around the 5 to 10 mile an hour range. Here's Futurecast to help you plan out the rest of your day with those communities in view. Notice as we pause at right around 9 a.m. this morning, the majority of those showers just east of the area, say east of I-65. That will continue along the Cumberland Parkway. And we'll still have some spotty showers that will linger, but I really think the majority of the rain will be mainly this morning. We're going to hold on to those shower chances as we go throughout the day, but notice temperatures really are going to drop. We are into the 30s, a frigid feel tonight, and then early into the day tomorrow, 20s showing up across the area. So this is going to be the chilliest that we've experienced in quite some time. I think the last time numbers dropped this low was right around maybe March 29th or so. So it's been quite a while with the chilly temperatures. As we go for your Tuesday afternoon, temperatures again still staying chilly out there. Here's your 7-day forecast. And as we go over the next stretch of days, we should expect temperatures to trend just a little warmer as we work our way into the weekend. Don't forget to move clocks back an hour on Saturday night. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas is my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Everything about a big truck crash is serious. At Hughes & Coleman, we give these cases the urgent attention they demand. As soon as you call us, our truck response team can jump into action, gathering evidence, talking to witnesses, getting police reports, and reconstructing the accident in order to build a powerful legal case for you. We're your on-the-scene big truck team. So if you've been injured, call the real truck lawyers at Hughes & Coleman. Truck wreck? Get Hughes & Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600.
You think life is short? Football is short. The regular season's just 18 weeks. That's it. So cherish every over and under before it's over on FanDuel. With live betting on every NFL game. Because before you know it, a cold night at the Buffalo Bills game will just be a cold night in Buffalo.
Bet $5, get $150 bonus if your team wins, plus a profit boost every single day. FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook.
WNKY News 40 loves celebrating our viewers. That's why we bring you Soki's Birthday Club. Joining the club is free and simple. Visit WNKY.com/birthday, fill out the form, and click submit. That's it. Your name will appear on News 40 Sunrise and News 40 at noon on your birthday, and you'll be entered to win a special birthday surprise. WNKY News 40 loves celebrating you because local matters. Soki's Birthday Club is brought to you by these great sponsors.
Name an animal the wife doesn't mind her husband calling her. Piggy. Don't do that.
Family Feud. Weeknights at 5 and 6:30.
The United Auto Workers Union has reached a tentative deal with Stellantis, owner of Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep. The contract agreement includes a 25% wage increase over a 4.5-year period, which is similar to the deal reached with Ford last week. But as UAW members return to work at Ford and Stellantis, the union has expanded its strike against General Motors, adding a Tennessee facility that builds Cadillac and GMC SUVs. GM says it is disappointed but will continue to negotiate in good faith. More than 115,000 Costco jump, spin, and play activity centers that were sold exclusively at Walmart have been recalled due to a fall hazard. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says the company that makes the product, Durell, has received 141 complaints of the straps breaking or becoming detached with at least 38 minor injuries like bumps, bruises, and scratches. Anyone who owns the toy is advised to stop using the product immediately and contact Durell for a free replacement. And Taylor Swift has entered her billionaire era. Forbes cites Swift's record-breaking Eras tour, along with the blockbuster concert film based on that tour, as well as her music catalog, of course, for her estimated $1.1 billion net worth. The pop star released her re-recorded 1989 album Friday, breaking her own single-day streaming record on Spotify. That's your CBS News Money Watch report. For more, log on to cbsmoneywatch.com. At the CBS Broadcast Center, I'm Matt Piper.
Americans are making those last-minute purchases for Halloween, and many are willing to spend more money this year. Bradley Blackburn has the details.
Is helping her daughter find a costume and has 3 other kids at home to buy for.
Have you always been into Halloween, or is it?
I have.
It seems a lot of people are into Halloween this year. The National Retail Federation says spending on the holiday will top $12 billion, with individual shoppers shelling out an average of $108.
What's this? These are some of our big animatronics we have.
Party City's Luke Willig says more people are buying expensive decorations. Plus, millennials and other grown-ups are still dressing up, sometimes with multiple costumes.
The social media really defines on what millennials, what they want to dress up as for Halloween.
It's not just humans who are getting into the spirit. Spending on pet costumes could top $700 million this year.
Pumpkin costumes are expected to be the most popular for pets. Spider-Man is #1 for kids. 9-year-old Giselle is going as a zombie.
Is your favorite part of Halloween dressing up or the candy?
The candy. That's the best part. And that's the dentist's favorite part.
If fear of the dentist doesn't scare you, prices for some sweets might. The Bureau of Labor Statistics says candy is up 7.5% from a year ago.
It's worth it. I think so. Kids get big quick.
For many parents, having the chance to savor this tradition is priceless.
Today's forecast features Lily, and Lily says the rain is chilly out there. We're going to be tracking those showers that will be cruising through our skies mainly this morning, and you're seeing that right now on radar. This is drifting in from west to east behind a frontal boundary, bringing in a chill, and of course the showers are generally light out there, but it is causing for those roads to be wet this morning, so be sure to take it easy on the roadways. Don't want you to hydroplane out there. Here's radar, the broad view. There's the frontal boundary. We're going to be tracking drier air behind this, but also a real deal chill that really drops in. I think temperatures this afternoon will only range into the upper 40s and lower 50s. And then as we go through tonight, we are really going to be expecting a chill to drop in, especially early into your Tuesday morning. Here's your computer forecast. The lunch run, less of a chance. Our best chance, again, mainly this morning. Temperatures staying on the chilly side. News 40 Sunrise continues after this.
As Kentucky families struggled, Joe Biden brags.
Bidenomics is working.
Andy Beshear agrees. Beshear backed Biden's disastrous economic policies. Now he's endorsing Biden for re-election.
This president delivered.
For Andy Beshear, he did, giving $250,000 to fund his agenda.
I want to thank the president.
Beshear's with Biden. Trump backs Daniel Cameron. If you stand with Trump, vote Cameron for governor. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. If you or anyone in your family has been injured in a car accident, call us now, as the time to file a claim may be limited. Last year, more clients hired Morgan & Morgan than ever before, protecting America, fighting for you. Morgan & Morgan.
What would Daniel Cameron's Medicaid plan mean for my patients?
He's threatening to take away health care coverage from over 95,000 Kentuckians.
It's very scary that people are not going to have health coverage.
People will not be able to see their doctors. People will not be able to buy medicines.
Many rural hospitals will end up closing their doors.
Cameron is still following his pal, Matt Bevin.
I don't know why you do that.
I don't think Daniel Cameron understands what Kentuckians are going through.
And that is not acceptable for a governor.
At WNKY News 40, we're always on. WNKY.com has the latest in breaking news, local headlines, weather forecasts, and sports highlights. WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Welcome back. You're watching News 40 Sunrise. I'm News 40 meteorologist Darius Mack, tracking chilling rains and also a real deal chill that brings a widespread freeze threat across the area. I'll tell you more about that in my full forecast. The time is 6:28. Now it's time for another look at top stories.
Welcome back, and thank you for joining us here on News 40 Sunrise. I'm Ashley Wilson. Let's continue with our top stories. The largest fundraising campaign in the history of the Commonwealth reached their $2 billion goal Friday. The University of Kentucky launched the Kentucky Can campaign. It creates thousands of scholarships to make further education more accessible to students across the Commonwealth. Supporters from all Kentucky counties contributed to this campaign.
We recognize that we have to have more Kentuckians, well-skilled, ready to lead lives of meaning and purpose to advance Kentucky, that are not just here in Lexington, but you can find across the state.
The campaign was launched back in 2018. A portion of the funding will also go towards developing new programs at the University of Kentucky. A new way for owners to get outside with their pets hit the ground running this weekend. The first annual Pupkin Walk and 5K was hosted by the Warren County Public Library and Warren County Parks and Rec. Pet owners took to Michael Buchanan Park dressed up in costumes, including some for their furry friends. Even Scooby-Doo and Bluey decided to make appearances to meet with the kids. Library staff mentioned they've done plenty of events with humans in mind, but love trying out a new concept for the animals in our community.
We do a lot of events for families, but this is the first event that the library has done with pets in mind. And so we're just really excited to see people out here having fun with their dogs, getting to meet other pet owners.
They also took donations for the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society, and staff hopes this event can return next year. A knife showcase turns out to be a unique way for people to meet a Medal of Honor recipient. Sammy Lee Davis was a key soldier in helping the United States during the Vietnam War. Davis received the Medal of Honor from President Lyndon Johnson in 1968. This weekend, he dropped into Northgate Shopping Center to promote 2 of his books. Davis told News 40 how honored he was to meet people that respect his service while also giving a message to the community.
It's been such an honor to be here and meet all the folks that are coming in, just good hometown people, and I love it. What I want to do is encourage you to stand up firmly for what you believe is right in your heart. That's what's important. That's what freedom is all about. Stand up for what you believe is right in your heart.
The knife showcase was put on by Case and the Northgate Ace Hardware. And a local favorite Halloween tradition returned to Fountain Square Park. Scare on the Square allowed families to dress up and get candy from local businesses on the square. Food trucks, inflatables, and even character appearances from local favorites like Cheetah King to iconic video game characters like Sonic the Hedgehog. The man behind the hedgehog told us what it means to meet kids in this unique setting.
It's great seeing the kids on their smiles, and it's just so, it brings joy, and it's really neat to see them so happy, and parents are happy, and everybody's having a nice time, and it's cool to be a part of downtown and the downtown community. We do this every year, a lot of other events happening, but this is one of my favorites, and I really enjoy it.
The evening concluded with a thriller flash mob that featured plenty of spooky creatures of the night. That was another look at your top stories. Now it's time to take a look at your pet of the day.
I'm Corinna Shadoan, and it's time now for your pet of the day, brought to you by Morgantown Bacon Trust. This is Leisha. She is a 9-year-old, almost 10-year-old cat, and she's been at the shelter for a little while, and she is really cuddly, and she's just the perfect little companion, and you can adopt her today at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society.
Leisha is so pretty.
She is pretty. I like her coat.
That fur, yes, and that tail,
just,
that's so fluffy.
Oh, yeah, very fluffy.
Gosh.
Just great to cuddle with.
Yeah.
And so if you need a great cuddle kitty, be sure to stop by at the Bowling Green Warren County Humane Society and help Leisha find a new forever home to go to. Well, I'm tracking showers this morning. I'm going to help you plan out your day the News 40 way. You will need that jacket. That all coming up just after the break.
The
The competition is on.
This is nerve-wracking.
Do you have what it takes for Jeopardy? Weeknights at 4:30 on CBS 40.
Do you have settled or uneven concrete? USS is here to help. Changing weather conditions and poor drainage causes the soil under your concrete to shift and erode, and your concrete to settle. USS uses Polylift to raise sunken concrete in sidewalks, pool decks, porches, and more. Polylift is less expensive than full replacement, and you can walk on your concrete within minutes of repair. Visit uss-ky.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
Morgan & Morgan is not only America's largest injury law firm, we're also the only injury law firm in the world with lawyers licensed in all 50 states. With dedicated attorneys focused on personal injury, medical malpractice, insurance disputes, and many others, we have a 30-year track record of getting results for clients just like you. So wherever you are, whatever you need, our firm is ready to take your call. There's only one Morgan & Morgan. For the people.
Football Frenzy is back in South Central Kentucky.
WNKY News 40 is your home for high school football.
The most schools,
The most highlights.
the most coverage.
Catch Football Frenzy Friday nights at 10 on WNKY News 40.
When you come in and open an account with us, you can choose to have a shelter pet card. Whenever you use that card and swipe it as a credit transaction, it triggers a donation back to the animal shelters.
They're able to help the shelter in such an easy way.
It's a way to help remotely, and you know that your money is going to be used well. It really means a lot to be a local bank now. We just try to give back in any way we can.
WNKY News 40 is always on at WNKY.com.
It's 6:34. Weather on the 4s to get you out the door. Temperatures into the 40s right now, 49 in Bowling Green as well as into Scottsville and Franklin, 46 there into Russellville. Watching those winds flowing in from the north and west, dropping in that chill for us and the chilling rains that are moving across the region from west to east. It's moving behind a frontal boundary. We take a little closer view, especially right along the Cumberland Parkway there where you're likely seeing just some steady light rain out there. And that is, of course, creating some slick roads out there as well. Here's radar and the broad view showing area of high pressure towards the west, that frontal boundary that continues to work its way off towards the east, and the chill that definitely drops in. I'm going to be talking about a real deal chill. Notice temperatures today really not moving far from where we are currently sitting at right now. We're going to stay somewhere into the upper 40s, maybe even some low 50s in some locations. But for now, I'll send it over to Ashley.
Thank you, Darius. It's time now for your Monday edition of Sunrise Spotlight. And with me in studio this morning is United States of America's Mrs. Kentucky, Erica Hildreth, here to tell us all about how you can help support our local veterans. Erica, good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
It's so nice to have you here. You are bright, you are shiny, you're beautiful. Here to talk to us about a very important cause.
It is very important. So this is our second annual Resilience Ruck. Last year was such a smashing success. And we did get the rain that he projected, but it was still a great turnout. We had over 50 participants at our first event. There was over 12 states involved. And this year we are just, it's going to be bigger and better than ever. And it's because people want to support our veterans. You know, this happens this Saturday, which is the week before Veterans Day. We are raising awareness. We are advocating for their mental health. We are raising funds for resources and programs. We're actually having 3 beneficiaries this year.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I know. So one is our Kentucky Wounded Heroes, which of course everybody knows Sheriff Hightower. He's involved with that organization. SOC F and Frontline Healing, which is a treatment facility out of Texas. So this is really going all across the United States.
So how can people get involved if they don't have any kind of military ties? How can they still get involved in this?
They are the perfect person to come out because we want to get our community involved. We want to be able to have those conversations, especially with people who don't necessarily know a veteran. We want to be able to connect the dots there. So you can be a participant. We still need volunteers. If you want to sponsor, we have several opportunities for that. But it's going to be a great day. It's like a 2-part one-day event. So we have the 12K signifying the 12 steps of recovery, but everybody comes back to La Gala and there's food trucks and a live band and giveaways, and it's it's a really, really special day to give back to our servicemen and women.
And just to connect with them and speak with them and just, you know, get to know them, become friends with them. So give us all the details one more time so people can get all the good information.
Sure, it's this Saturday, November 4th. Registration starts at 8:30. The ruck begins at 9:30, and we anticipate after everybody gets in, the after party is over about 3 or so, everything should be wrapped up. But come one, come all, we will be there as long as you want to be there.
I love it. Well, it sounds like such a great day. Rain or shine, we're going to support our veterans with the Resilience Ruck. So thank you so much for being here to share with us this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. That was another look at your sunrise spotlight. When we return, Darius Mack will be back with a full look at your forecast. Stay close.
Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, call 800-800-4600.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Dog's Day Out is South Central Kentucky's 5-paw rated dog resort. Whether for the day or a whole vacation, Dog's Day Out will keep your pets safe and loved. Dog's Day Out offers boarding, daycare, agility courses, positive reinforcement training, grooming, and more. With multiple packages to choose from, pamper your pup any way you see fit. Find out more at DGOKY.com. Your dog's home away from home. Dog's Day Out.
Metcalf students learn from a maze. News 40 had the story. A senior living center celebrates Breast Cancer Awareness Month. News 40 showed the festivities.
My mammogram saved my life.
When a local group hosted a pancake breakfast for their community, News 40 had the details. A Franklin favorite rolls into Bowling Green. News 40 had the scoop.
WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Come on down! Congratulations! You got the bicycle! Hey, let's do this! Linko! $51,000 in cash! What a day.
The Price is Right. Weekdays on CBS 40.
The price is right!
The nursing home made you an important promise. They promised to be a good home for your loved one and to provide professional care in a safe environment. Now the nursing home has broken that promise and you're left searching for answers. Get Hughes and Coleman and get it done.
Tracking chilling showers across the area as a frontal boundary works its way through the region and leaves behind a real deal chill, especially that drops in. You're going to notice that real deal chill, especially on Tuesday morning. And let's take a look at radar right now, and you're generally seeing some light showers out there, and that's generally the case towards Logan County, Butler County, up the Natural Parkway, and places towards the east along the Cumberland Parkway. Maybe running into some heavier showers there into Metcalf County. Be sure to take it easy on the roadways this morning and watch out for any of those blowing leaves. It's a little breezy out there as well. Precipitation over the last 24 hours, places towards the west of us, generally saw over an inch of rain, and for the Bowling Green area, just around an inch and a tenth of rain so far, and we're still adding to that with those light showers that still continue to move through. There's the frontal boundary. We are tracking those showers behind the frontal boundary, and of course the cooler air that is going to drop in, and we are taking a dip in the jet stream, and that's going to of course usher in a cold blast of air, perhaps the chilliest numbers we've seen since about March 29th. So it's been several months since we've last seen temperatures drop below freezing, and we are expecting that. We do have that freeze warning that is out for the entire area through Tuesday morning, and here's that frost and freeze forecast. Notice we're going to be tracking a few nights this week where lows are going to be below freezing. Temperatures right now into the 40s, 50s east, further west, where we're watching that chillier blast of air being ushered in into the lower 40s right now, all associated with those winds that are flowing in from the north and west. Here's Futurecast with your communities in view. We got those showers that will continue to drift off towards the east along the Cumberland Parkway. I'm going to see some spotty chances around as we go later throughout this afternoon, but I think our best chances will be mainly during the morning hours. Check this out. By 10 o'clock tonight, temperatures down into the 30s. May want to turn on the heat this week as we go through your Tuesday morning. Temperatures starting off into the 20s. We got sunshine in store for the day on your Tuesday. Bone chilly Halloween, though. For any trick-or-treaters out there, you're definitely going to need that jacket or something to really protect you against the cooler air that's really going to rush in as we go throughout the overnight time frame. Here's Wednesday morning, and this is suggesting temperatures deeper into the 20s, even some teens across eastern Kentucky. Here's your 7-day forecast. Again, bone chilly for your Halloween, 49 degrees for the high. We're going to see a few days this week where numbers will struggle to even make it into the 50s. Going to be in the 50s on Thursday, and then temperatures will actually trend warmer as we go through the end of the week. Your Friday with mainly sunny skies, middle 60s Saturday. Going to be watching for some rain chances on Sunday. Don't forget to roll your clocks back an hour Saturday night as daylight saving time comes to an end this weekend on November 5th. Here is this week's Pestcast brought to you by Guarantee Pest Control. And now it's time to wish our friends happy birthday in today's Soki's Birthday Club.
I'm Tony DeCopel. Coming up on CBS Mornings, actor and singer Josh Groban joins us to talk about starring in the musical revival of Sweeney Todd. Plus, Steve Hartman and his kids are back with another Kindness 101 lesson. This one about vision. I don't think he only means seeing. That's coming up on CBS Mornings.
On our places, bright, shiny faces.
When you wake up in the morning, we want to be your go-to team.
Nate has one of the quickest minds I've ever seen.
Tony has a way of making people feel comfortable.
Gail has this unbelievable knack to ask the question that you're asking at home.
I've been told I could talk to a tree, and that's pretty much true.
I don't go to work in the morning. I go for coffee with my two good friends, and we talk about the world.
Your morning routine just got better. CBS Mornings.
At Brewster's, we believe life is a celebration. Don't limit yourself to birthdays or holidays. Create a custom cake anytime. Our creamy homemade ice cream catapults the ordinary into the extraordinary. Treat yourself today at Brewster's.
Hey y'all, it's Bree, and don't forget to tune in to the Pie Queen's Pantry this week. We're going to talk about what you can do with that leftover candy so that you can enjoy it more than the kids. See you this week on the Pie Queen.
The nursing home was supposed to keep your loved ones safe, no exceptions. Even in extreme circumstances, the basic standards must be met, no excuses. Bed sores, broken bones, malnutrition, and dehydration are just some of the warning signs of a nursing home that's not doing what they're supposed to do. If you suspect your loved one is the victim of nursing home neglect, get Hughes and Coleman and get it done. Call 800-800-4600. The safety of your loved one is all that matters.
Why did you want to share your story?
Water up this high. How would you describe the heart of the people from Lahaina? So strong.
I'm a very curious person. I wake up every morning asking what's happening in the world, why is this happening, and how do we answer that question on the CBS Evening News.
WNKY News 40 is always on. Visit WNKY.com for your latest in local news, sports, and weather.
The name Jeremy Harrell may sound familiar to you. He is an Iraqi war veteran and Kentuckian and is most prominently known for the work he does to help veterans get the resources they need to move forward with their lives. But now a grand jury believes that he is stealing benefits that could have been used by the same people he is trying to help. Brandon Spencer has the story.
Jeremy Harrell was indicted Wednesday for improperly collecting more than $100,000 in individual unemployability benefits. In order to get those benefits, veterans have to be unable to work because of disabilities they received while in service. But if they are able to work, they can't get those benefits. Harold has been receiving benefits since 2011 and was told he needed to let the VA know if he went back to work, it would no longer need unemployment benefits. In 2019, Harold started the Veterans Club, an organization focused on helping veterans get the resources they need to live life after their service. The indictment shows Harold claims that he only does, quote, some things with the Veterans Club and that because of his PTSD, he has to be self-isolated and isn't able to work. Harold was accused of working more than 40 hours a week with the Veterans Club, which the indictment says proves he is capable of employment. We were able to find the Veterans Club 990s from 2019 to 2022, and for the first 3 years of the organization, Harold documented that he worked an average of 60 hours a week for the organization, but in 2022, he listed working an average of 30 hours a week. Numbers that may not be in his favor to argue against a grand jury's claim for his ability to work. The prosecution also says his appearances in the media and speaking at events disproves the claim he can't work. Harold has appeared on several WAVE programs talking about issues veterans face, including PTSD, mental health, and financial issues, along with how veterans are reacting about current events that include combat and government shutdowns. The indictment says the government could claim any of the money Harold received in federal benefits that was used for his organization or personal property from the time he showed an ability to work.
When we come back, we'll see where Tommy is off to in this week's Tommy on the Town. Plus, meteorologist Darius Mack is back with another check of your forecast. Don't go anywhere.
My name's Al Fazalahi. Had a terrible T-bone accident. Gentleman blew a stop sign and broadsided me. Airbags went off. I got knocked around really badly. The first lawyer I called didn't return my call. And then I just said, well, you know what? I called Morgan & Morgan. They were in touch with me every step of the way, whether it was by phone call or by text message or Zoom meetings or emails. It made things extremely simple for me. That was a seamless process. It's so easy.
The UPS store on Scottsville Road is your one-stop for personal and professional services. We offer printing, shipping and packing, notary, mailboxes, and much more. Locally owned and operated. The UPS store on Scottsville Road.
The Barren River District Health Department is the place to go for your essential healthcare needs. Barren River Health offers immunizations, STD, pregnancy, and lead testing, as well as WIC benefits, tuberculosis care, and more. Clinic locations are available in Barren, Butler, Edmondson, Hart, Logan, Metcalfe, Simpson, and Warren counties. Call to schedule an appointment today.
Hey, I'm Elias Gomez, and 3 things you're going to learn about me this week are tropical, hot rods, and country music.
Catch us this week on Marquee Backstage.
As Kentucky families struggled, Joe Biden brags.
Bidenomics is working.
Andy Beshear agrees. Beshear backed Biden's disastrous economic policies. Now he's endorsing Biden for re-election.
This president delivered.
For Andy Beshear, he did, giving $250,000 to fund his agenda.
I want to thank the president.
Beshear's with Biden. Trump backs Daniel Cameron. If you stand with Trump, vote Cameron for governor. Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
It's time, y'all. It's a new season from my new home in NYC.
Weekdays at 3 on NBC 40.
So tracking showers across the area and also chilling temperatures. Right now we are into the upper 40s across the area. And where you see these numbers at right now is generally where we will be as we go throughout the rest of the day with those clouds around. Winds flowing in from the north and west. We've got those breezy conditions right around the 5 to 10 mile an hour range, and radar, of course, showing those showers extending towards western Kentucky and continues to drift off towards the east. It's behind a frontal boundary and right along the Cumberland Parkway there, Barron County, Metcalfe County, where you're seeing those showers continuing to drift through. Here's the frontal boundary, and it's going to be dropping in that chill. Even got some snow there into the northeast into Canada. Planning by the hour over the next 12 hours as we help you plan out your day the News 40 way. We're tracking those showers mainly in the morning, and then as we go throughout the rest of the day, temperatures remaining chilly. We're going to stay into the 40s. And now I'll send it over to Mr. Tommy Modesto.
It is now time for Tommy on the Town, and I'm excited for this week.
because I am at Groovy Gus Mini Donuts. I know many of you know them in our community. They serve delicious donuts, but I am here with the man who makes them himself. Steve, you know, I'm excited.
Thank you.
So are we gonna go back there? Are we gonna make some donuts? Please tell me yes.
I am well prepared for you to make some delicious donuts, and I think that you're up for the challenge.
All right, I hope I am. Are you ready to get back there and make some?
Let's go.
All right, let's do it. All right, Steve, we are here at step one, the donut making contraption.
Yes.
There's a lot going on here. There's hot oil. I'm probably going to burn myself, but I'm excited
I'm not gonna let that happen,
to really get in here and make some donuts. So tell me, what is the process? How do you make these donuts?
Well, first I've got to understand we make mini donuts, and this is a mini donut machine. It's the very heart of everything we do at Groovy Gus. We make donuts. So this machine drops the batter that we make. It fries the donut as it's a cake donut, moves it along, flips it, and then puts it in the pan. Okay, so first we're going to grab those donut dams there. We're going to put one here and one there, because that's
where's the first one going?
First one goes just right there. Turn it over. That's it, right like that.
Right there.
Second one goes right in this little notch. Okay, and now all you got to do is flip that left button up.
Right here.
That's all there is.
It's that
to
easy.
It's that easy.
And then there they go. This is such a smooth process.
It is.
And
That's
then
it.
you
Just flip it over.
Oh, there we go.
That's it.
Just like that.
That's it.
I'm astonished by how smooth this process is.
Okay, so get ready. You're going to turn that switch off when it flips. And there you go. Turn it off. That's it. And we're good to go.
Just like that. We just made 30 dozen donuts.
It's that easy.
That's incredible. I can't believe that. All right.
It's not quite Master Chef, but you are quite experienced now.
It smells like Master Chef. I'll tell you what, and I bet you it's going to taste like that. And with that said, we're going to go on to the next step, and that is dressing our donuts. We're going to make these look and taste really good. I was taking a look at the different flavors.
Yes.
And I'll tell you what, I am an absolute sucker for chocolate and peanut butter.
Chocolate peanut butter is a great combo.
Sucker for chocolate and peanut butter.
So you'll want to go peanut butter first.
Okay.
All right. And then chocolate on top of that.
Okay.
It's just that easy. Yeah, whatever you want. You can put as much on there as you want.
There.
I'll do my favorite blueberries and cream. And then,
oh geez,
it's a matter of enjoying.
All right, Steve, I got to say, that was actually a lot more simple than I
You
thought
did
it
so
was.
well. I thought you were a little intimidated, but it's a lot easier than you.
I mean, it's hot oil. Or I should say shortening. It's hot. I get a little nervous when I'm out there baking with hot oil, but I'll tell you what, my favorite part was the very end when we ate them, because that was some of the best donuts I've ever had. Well, Steve, thank you so much for letting me come in here and making some donuts.
Cindy and I we're so glad to have you guys.
Absolutely. Well, that was this week's Tommy on the Town. Don't go anywhere. I'll be right back after the break.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time. Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Prepare your child for a bright future by exploring fun at the Born Learning Trails. Each Born Learning Trail has a series of 10 interactive signs that offer fun and active learning activities for young children and their families.
Fly around and tweet, tweet.
United Way of Southern Kentucky invites you to explore a free trail near you today. Visit uwsk.org for a full list of park locations and to learn more. Happy trails!
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
At WNKY News 40, we're always on. WNKY.com has the latest in breaking news, local headlines, weather forecasts, and sports highlights. WNKY News 40, because local matters.
Glasgow, thank you for watching WNKY CBS 40.
Tommy, I can only imagine how amazing it smelled back there with like fresh donuts coming out of that fryer.
That was, well, the first thing that hits you when you walk in, as many of us know, is just the scent of fresh donuts that are being constantly prepared.
Freshly fried donuts.
Yeah,
that
to be
was the
right
thing
there,
that hits you.
right at the source. That smell hitting you. Oh my gosh.
Even before like, we were getting everybody ready, miking up, getting the camera ready and whatnot. I mean, that was just like the first thing you notice, and it was fantastic. But my favorite part, like I said, was the very end
when you got to eat.
I could eat them.
Taste test your creation.
That sounds groovy.
It was delicious. I mean, freshly made Groovy Gus donuts.
I know. I was like, where are our donuts this morning? Darius and I were curious.
He's not sharing.
You ate them all.
I know. I know. They were so kind to us. When we were filming, they gave us like 200-something free donuts.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, because that's how much I ended up like making. Like me and Steve made some like beforehand just so we can like make sure everything's like working and whatnot, and we just ended up with like 200.
Did you try different flavors?
Yes,
like, did you mix up different concoctions?
Yes, there was like bacon and maple.
Ooh.
I am a sucker.
He's like bacon.
Bacon and maple. I'm already sold on the bacon.
I'm a sucker. I am a sucker for chocolate and peanut butter, and those chocolate and peanut butter donuts tasted
good. That drizzle
just
is perfect.
like a Reese's peanut butter cup.
Ooh.
Just like it. It was delicious. Okay. They also had, I think it was blueberries and cream was what Steve had.
That's what he said his favorite was.
Delicious.
That
also,
looks good.
of course, they got I believe birthday cake was one, which would have been fitting for today. I'm sorry about that.
That would have been fitting today.
But yeah, it was just absolutely delicious.
Well, you can just make it up. You can bring me some birthday cake donuts another time.
With that said, we got to wish Ashley a very happy birthday because yesterday was her birthday. And Ashley, happy birthday.
Thank you.
I hope you had a fantastic birthday, and welcome back.
It was great.
And you had the whole week off last week.
I did. I had some much-needed rest and relaxation, got to travel a little bit, and it was just a great time. And, you know, another year older, another year wiser, excited to see what this year has to bring for me.
Here's a question. Here's a question for you. You mentioned that you went to Cincinnati.
I did.
So how was that?
It was a great time. Got to explore. I really haven't been there in a long time, so to do something new was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah, it got a little cold though.
Oh, and speaking of cold, that is a great segue to the cold weather that is on the way. And as we go for the next stretch of days, we're going to be tracking cold temperatures.
All right. Thank you, Darius. And thank you all for joining us this Monday morning. We look forward to seeing you right back here.